Hey everyone, how's it going? Okay, let me zoom in, get the planner in the right view. Hey Navnia, how's it going? Let's get you a shout out. So today we're gonna catch up on some planning. I am super behind, but we're gonna start with this upcoming week because that's actually like planning ahead, and otherwise I didn't do it at all last week. It's blank. So I've got some Polaroids, of course, like the motorcycle's going by, but I just heard like the strangest beep with it. Did you hear that? It was like beep, 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 but it sounded kind of like, I don't know, like a clown car or something, like not like a motorcycle. So strange. So this is where we're at right now, by the way. We are at the log cabin, and last week we were working on moving into the new place in Connecticut, and we were also visiting Magic Moonbeam before that. So we've been like all over. It's been crazy. What have you all been up to? I found a 4-leaf clover. Let's see, was it the day before yesterday? So I want to put that in with this week as well. Or I guess it would be last week. So we'll do. I'm so like out of the normal flow of things. We'll plan ahead, and then we'll go back and we'll decorate the week before, and we'll use these Polaroids. So okay, so I've shown you one. I've shown you the log cabin, and the 4-leaf clover, of course. You're weighing yours today? Oh yeah, I found 2 of them actually, and then I gave one to the shop. It was like a blueberry picking farm. There's Arthur and Lars picking blueberries. It's hard to see the Polaroids in here. But anyway, their little like farm stand, I went and gave them one of the 4-leaf clovers. They were making an arrangement of flowers, and I was like, hey, do you want to add a 4-leaf clover? And here's Arthur playing at the beach. He made a friend. He's playing in the sand. And there's the friend he made, who it was actually, he was her nemesis because he was unknowingly stealing her toys. So, yeah, but I thought it was kind of funny, so I snapped a picture and both of them are in it. His friend, nemesis. And that's when we were visiting Magic Moonbeam. So, yeah, so those are the Polaroids we've got to add. But we're looking at this upcoming week. Bling. And basically, this is today. We're going to be at the cabin Monday, Tuesday, and I believe Wednesday. But we're going to be packing up all of our belongings. We thought we'd be staying here through the fall, but we're just ready to actually get settled. So we're going to move into the new apartment. Thursday is the day we drive all of our stuff and our cats to the new apartment. And so then we'll be settling in Friday and Saturday, and then a few days after that, we've rented a U-Haul to go and get the rest of our stuff from the storage unit in New York. So we're going across 3 different states like crazy people. Carly, yes, you need to get a Polaroid. It's so fun. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, I need to find, I don't have any like clear tape with me, but I know that there's some here, so I'll have to get that for the 4-leaf clover. But let's figure out our washi tape spread for this week. And it feels like fall here. Does it feel like fall to any of you? It's like straight up fall. So I'm thinking that with the Seasons of the Year sticker book, that we could actually move into fall, but I don't know which stickers to use yet, so I kind of want to choose that. Okay, so well, that's like totally Halloween-y type vibes. This is like Thanksgiving type vibes. This is like winter vibes. Are there not that many falls? That's summer. Okay, I guess we'll go with this one. It's funny because it feels like fall and like September is starting. I'm also running out of summer stickers, but let's see how many we actually have. I think it's just that page. Yeah. Okay, so we'll use that with last week's spread. How about that? This is fall. This is fall, but a piece of me wants to save some of these stickers because I don't understand why are there only 3 sticker sheets? 1, 2, 3, and that's it for fall. This looks like winter, right? Am I crazy? Oh no, that's still fall. Okay. Oh, okay. How about I might actually use some of this one because some of these look more like the cabin, you know, like baking pies, the leaves, the fire, the kettle, the mushrooms, the books. That all feels like the cabin. So maybe I'll use this sticker sheet. Okay, good. I was like, why do we only have 3 sheets for fall? I was so sad. No, that's good. It does feel like fall came early this year. I hope it stays that way because it was super hot like last week, right? Okay, so maybe we'll go with this. Oh, I'll move this. Maybe we'll go with this one. By the way, you all, Passion Planner came out with their new books for this next year. They're so good. They're so good. The designs are amazing. I couldn't decide. There were 2 that I loved. 1 that I really liked. So there were 3, but obviously it was between the 2 that I loved. It was so hard to choose. KJ's unlurking. I was wondering if you would. Do you like the designs this year? Because I'm obsessed. Obsessed. Okay, maybe I'll just kind of still go with a green look. They're so good. I missed the reveal party for the ambassadors. But when I looked afterwards, I was like, no way, no way, no way, no way. Which one are you going to get, KJ? Is it a surprise? Surprise. Hey, Allison, how's it going? Okay, I was going with this sort of green theme. Well, speaking of planners, I got this marble washi tape to match since I've got the marble one. So maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do like marbling greens and then the fall stickers. You have managed to decide which one you're going to get. You'll get the cabin one, but the celestial one is calling hard. KJ, that's exactly where I'm at too. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the cabin on the lake because it's so beautiful. And the multicolors, oh my gosh, like it's just, I love the planners designs with the multiple colors on them, you know? But yeah, that celestial one, I was like, it's so hard not to get that one too, especially because this year I didn't go with the spacey theme. I went with more of the calmer, you know, marbly theme. And I don't know, this isn't like my favorite that I've gotten. But in the year before I did the Serpent Spring, so I did do the multiple colors. Oh, Carly, thank you. But yeah, you should all go check out the new Passion Planner designs because they're so good. They're just so good. Okay. So things have been crazy, but my plan is to for real start back with the morning rituals tomorrow, Monday. So let me start with these and we'll mark that in. So that would be about 8 to 9:30 every day. Although I seem to be getting a later start here at the cabin, but I want to get in a good habit. Although probably not Thursday, since that's the day we're actually like moving. Oh yeah, you got the tiger one for 2020. Yeah, I think that was like a favorite. Like people loved that one. For some reason, it just like wasn't totally calling to me. Just me personally, but I like it. Like I like the look of it a lot. Okay. So same thing, Friday, Saturday, and then those streams will be in the new place. I'm gonna back this up a little bit. There we go. Are the themes just how they're designed? Does the celestial actually? Oh, right. It's just the covers, Allison. I know it would be so cool if they did that kind of thing, but at the same time, they keep it kind of blank so that you can sort of like customize it yourself, you know. But that would be pretty cool. But yeah, if anyone's wanting a planner with actual like astrological and lunar information in it, you should just get Allison's planner. The moon phase planner. It's just a phase. The moon phase planner. How's it going, by the way? Are you like, where are you at with creating it this year? But the cover is to die for. The cover's so beautiful. And, you know, this wasn't like a new release, but I like the dailies. I like the options they have with the dailies right now. Okay, so there are the morning ritual ones. Then, of course, Saturday, 10 to noon, hopefully, we'll get back into doing the planner stream actually on YouTube at the normal time and doing some writing as well. Oh, hey, there was a bee. Did you see that? Okay, it's gone. I was just checking out the 4-leaf clover. It was like, what's that? The Kickstarter launched yesterday. Oh my gosh, Allison, please link it. Put a link in the chat. Do it, do it, do it. Okay. Today is Sunday, and it's like, maybe we started at like 12:30. So we're doing our planning stream now-ish. By the way, is the music too loud? Let me know. Okay, what else? What else? So Arthur's been taking his nap usually around like 11 to 1-ish. So that's when I'm gonna say tentatively that I'll be streaming on YouTube. I actually haven't streamed yet on YouTube since getting monetized, so it'll be so curious to see what that's like with the super chats and stuff for tarot readings. I hope that it goes well. I hope that it's simple and seamless, you know? Yes! Oh my gosh! Okay, everyone, please click that Kickstarter. Yes, we have to do the celebration. Oh my gosh. Well, should I wait and do the celebration in the new place? Would that be fun? Or should I do the celebration as soon as possible, like from the cabin? Like a goodbye from the cabin celebration? What would you all prefer? I do want to do a celebration for that. For sure. Okay, I'm leaving Thursday open since we're moving that day. I'm just leaving that totally open. And then Friday, again, it'll be streaming from the new place. Although a piece of me feels like, I don't know, let's just hope that streaming can be normal, like as soon as we get there. I do have a desk already, like set up, ready to go. You clicked it. You're going on a date tonight. You're so nervous. Carly, I hope it goes well. Is it a first date? Is it a second date? What date is it? There we go. Yeah, relaxing into celebrating would be good. We've also got the streamiversary coming up for 1 year on Twitch, which is September 8th. And my goal is to just get the house, the new place, totally done by then, you know? It's a first date. Oh, you met on a dating app. You know, Lars and I met on a dating app, so it could bode very well. Oh, I hope it goes so well. I bet you're nervous though. Oh, you said you're nervous. Yeah, I would be so nervous. I was so nervous when I met Lars. Okay. So what else? Is there anything else on the schedule? Today we're going to go to a museum. And Thursday, obviously, we're moving. I kind of want to just like write that in the whole day. Okay. And I don't think we have any specific plans, but we're trying to take Arthur out on a fun outing every afternoon. So we might go blueberry picking again. We want to go back and ride a train again. And I'm trying to remember if there's something else we have planned. I'm not sure. I can't keep track either, KJ. It's been ridiculous. Like, in our minds, we were imagining, like, okay, we're going to just come and live at the cabin through the fall and then find a place around here to live. And since then, all of our plans have changed. We've had to go all over. We've stayed in 8 different places this summer. And that doesn't count going back and forth to the same place, because we've been back and forth to the cabin a lot. I mean, Lars, some of it is Lars's work. He's, playing in music festivals. But otherwise, it's ridiculous. Okay. Morning routine. Oh, I don't know why I did. I'll just do it on all of them. I made it plural. Morning routines. But that's the stream, the morning ritual stream. I normally write morning ritual. Oh well. I'm so excited to be settled in one spot. Like, when we set out this summer, we had no idea where we were going to end up. We thought we were going to end up in New Hampshire. Looks like we're ending up in Connecticut. It's so busy. It's crazy. I was talking to Magic Moonbeam, and I was like, I feel bad. I've been so all over the place with the streaming schedule. And she was like, I'm shocked you're streaming at all. Like, you're moving all the time and like constantly traveling and going different places and like not even like being in our own place, which is the trade-off. We're not paying rent. We're like going from place to place. But we're in other people's places, and it's more challenging to do things like that. Always moving. It's so true. Okay. Planning. That's what we're doing right now. And tarot readings. Well, maybe we'll just do like the celebration stream randomly when we feel like it. Like, Lars and I might be like, hey, let's bake something and let's do that celebration stream, On YouTube is what we're talking about, by the way. I'll link it just in case anyone's not on the YouTube page yet. Connecticut is where you're trying to go for an Abraham Hicks workshop. Where in Connecticut, Carly? We'll have to meet up if so. I hope it's nearby. Okay, so I'm just gonna write fun outings with Arthur, because we're gonna do that every day. All right. So now that we've kind of laid out the things that have certain times of the day, I'm going to go ahead and cover up the time slot. But every single plan that we've made has had to change. It's been crazy. And so I don't even like trust this plan. I'm like, well, how's this plan going to change, September 10th, Stamford, Connecticut. Ooh. You're going to be visiting Massachusetts in the fall? Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't think it's a secret. We're going to be in New Haven, Connecticut. That's where we're going to be. Lars used to live there, used to go to Yale, so he's smart. Okay, wait. What was I going to look up? Oh yeah, Stamford. Okay, Stamford to New Haven. Let's see how far. But yeah, KJ, if you're nearby, if you're going through Connecticut, we should meet up in a coffee shop and work on our planners and journal. Go to a bookstore. I feel like if I searched on Google, it'd be easier. I have it set to Ecosia on my computer automatically, and then I'm constantly like, I'd probably get the answer if I switched to Google. Okay, so it's a 1 hour drive. 1 hour drive. Yeah, so if you've got time to visit, that'd be so great. Yeah, you all let me know. Let me know if you're nearby. I would be so excited to do in-person meetups. It was so fun to spend time with Magic Moonbeam. And seriously, every time we hung out, we were like, oh, we wish Carly was here too. Because I know we were talking about the possibility of you like coming and meeting with us, Carly. It was so great. But yeah, I think it's going to be beautiful in the fall too. So this is a good time. Good time to go. There are 19 trains from Boston to New Haven. Perfect! Yeah, that's part of why we wanted to live there. We wanted to be in between New York City and Boston. By the way, I keep itching my hand because it's got a mosquito bite on it. Aren't hand bites the worst? Anyway, Lars gets a lot of his work in New York City and wants to get more of it in Boston. So it seemed to make a lot of sense. Okay. Allison, you're gonna be in New Hampshire in the summer of 2023. We'll be here too. We'll be here at the cabin, like probably a lot of the summer. So again, yes, let's hang out. I'm so happy. This is so fun. I wish we could just live in New Hampshire all the time. There's like nowhere to rent here. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one down the middle. I think I'm gonna put this 4-leaf clover in this week because this week needs good luck. So this 4-leaf clover is gonna go somewhere here this week because we're moving and everything has been never going as planned, but we kind of need things to go smoothly now because it's been ridiculous. If you all missed the our story recently, by the way, I do the today's focuses part in my daily, so I'm just gonna cover that up with washi tape. We found lead paint in the place that we're going to move. So last week Lars had to do a lot of work covering it up. So I was just in a hotel with Arthur while Lars was working on that with his friend. It was so kind of his friend to help out. Debatable, I think feet mosquito bites are equally as bad. Yeah, you're so right, or worse, because then it's like harder to itch. But then again, since it's my hand, it's like right here, I'm more tempted to itch it all the time. Your aunt is actually selling her properties in New Hampshire, which is a bummer because they're really good landlords. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I would have loved to had a good lead for a good landlord. That was part of what I was fearful of because we had such a good landlord in New York. It was like, oh my gosh, who are we gonna be dealing with? But we found the sweetest old man. It's gonna be perfect. Like, I get such good vibes from him. Yeah, they wore masks. They did all the stuff. They had like a HEPA vacuum. They did all the things. The landlord was like, get whatever equipment you need to do this, to cover it up. Yeah, I know. I wish so too. I want to have an off-grid house. That's my dream. Okay, so this says, oh, by the way, this week's focus is moving. This says, you cannot move into the next chapter without fully turning the page. Wait a second, what? How is this the quote for this week? The week that we're actually moving. You cannot move into the next chapter without fully turning the page. Brie Labas. I'm amazed by this. Okay, so it says, live in the now. Too often we worry about the future or regret something that we've done in the past. This week, focus your time and energy on things you can control in the present moment. Such good advice. But I'm thinking about the quote about fully turning the page. And I think a lot of me was imagining, you know, us living in the cabin during the fall. So I have to like totally say, okay, that's not the plan anymore. You know what I mean? Be fully present in our new place and not be thinking about like the plans that were, you know? I know. How did Passion Planner know? I don't get it. So I'm going to write here, the turning of the page. Beautiful. And let's get some stickers in. Okay, which one was I looking at? I'm trying to remember now. This one, yes. For our last week in the cabin. We'll put our little campfire there. We're gonna put cozy at home because now we'll be at the new place. Hopefully all cozy. Let's get some mushrooms going. And some fall leaves. I really hope it keeps staying feeling like fall. I mean, seriously. We'll kind of decorate that page there. Ah, the books, the books. Some more leaves. I'm just gonna like put some stickers around, like not go too crazy with it. But probably all of the leaf stickers. I think it just feels right. And perhaps all of the mushroom ones as well. And the tea kettle, oh my goodness, I am ordering a brand new tea kettle. Somehow in all of this moving around, I lost my glass tea kettle. And I want it for the tea party streams actually, because I want to have the blooming tea that you can see. Yeah, this is real. So Allison, I've got a crazy thing about 4-leaf clovers. I find them constantly. So I found 2 like 2 days ago. I probably find like an average of like 5 a week or something. So like I have a jar that I put them in, or I also just kind of give them to people as I find them, or I end up losing them, or I was making them into little like pendants for necklaces. But yeah, I found this and I'm thinking that this week like needs the 4-leaf clover. I think we need some good luck. Like we haven't had much. It's so fun. I met someone too who at the blueberry farm who also said that she finds 4-leaf clovers all the time. And I don't know, I feel like it might be connected to like a certain type of fae energy, I almost wonder. But my other thought is that maybe like I've gotten really good at recognizing the pattern. You know, when you can like look at a bunch of things and quickly find the thing that doesn't belong. So it's like I'll just look down and there's like a bunch of 4-leaf clovers and my eye will just go bing onto the 4-leaf one. You know what I mean? Yes, even in different places. So this was found on this blueberry farm. I found a few at the cabin, and at our old place I would find them in the yard constantly, but whenever I took a walk like in the neighborhood, I would usually find about 2 on the walk. Like Lars can attest. It sounds like I'm exaggerating. I swear to you I'm not exaggerating. I think, if I'm really honest, I think I must be recognizing the pattern. Found my art. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for subscribing. You're so sweet. Thank you for your support. Hello friend, how are you doing? Okay, we're gonna give a nice shout out to Rick, our friend Found My Art, who also does beautiful creative art streams and laid back streams. It's so good to see you. How's it going? Doing well. It's just been like, it's been so crazy. I'm really looking forward. This is the week where we finally like actually move into our place, the new place that we found to rent. And I know you're in the middle of moving too. How's it going for you? How is moving going? Fae energy sounds right. You wonder if we could look it up. Who it relates to. Yeah, that's curious. That's curious. I've got a little leprechaun jar. And my leprechaun jar, it has a lot of like green things in it. But I also put coins in there if I'm wanting like more abundance. I put coins, and I put 4-leaf clovers as I find them as well. Moving day for both of us on Thursday? No way! Found my art. What? I'm gonna be sending you all of the good moving vibes. Like, I hope it goes so smoothly. This is why I have this 4-leaf clover here, is because I'm like, this is the week that we need good luck. I really need this to go smoothly, you know? It's been rough. I don't know if you were here before, but we found lead paint in the new place that we're moving to. So last week, Lars had to like totally cover it up. I stayed in a hotel with Arthur, and Lars had his friend helping him. The landlord was super sweet about it. It was like, yeah, I'll pay for whatever equipment you need, but it was so stressful. That's so cool that it ended up being on the same day. Wow, that's awesome. Well, I guess actually maybe this makes sense because it's the first. I was like, whoa. But yeah, it's the first of the month. All right. It makes kind of sense. So you're moving within town, right? Like within your same, or how far, what's the distance between your old place and the new place? Like how far will you have to be moving? We currently don't have like exactly a place because we've been kind of transient this summer ever since mid-June. That's when we moved out of our old place. But right now we're staying in Lars's family log cabin in New Hampshire. So that's what this Polaroid is from. And I'm thinking of maybe I'm gonna have to get the clear tape to put this in. Okay, let's go to last week. So I have to admit that last week I didn't plan at all. It is totally blank. It's kind of crazy they haven't found lead paint before. They didn't really know what to look for, you know. They didn't know to actually like buy tests and do it. What happened was they'd repainted part of the apartment, not the whole thing. And it's a Victorian house that's split up into different units, basically. So of course, 100% it's a Victorian house. That means there's lead paint under any new paint. There will be lead paint under it, right? But what they said in the listing was that there was 0% chance of lead paint exposed, and there was a lot of lead paint exposed, like a lot. So it's a good reminder, always bring your own tests. Don't trust everyone, especially if it's like an old house. Test your stuff. Don't assume. It's easy to assume because we don't want it to be true. We don't want to know that we're like living in kind of a toxic environment. It's better to know. It's always better to know. You had to move out of your old place, then move back into your parents' place for 2 weeks, and then going to be moving into a new place. Oh, okay, that makes sense. It's kind of what we did, except on like a longer timeline, where we've been out of our old place now for a few months. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So, but you have to move double then. The new place is like an hour and a half from your parents' place, but an hour from your old place. Okay, nice. You worry for the people that lived there before. Yeah, the thing about lead paint too is that it gets more dangerous over time because of its like peeling. But we've been learning a lot about lead this year. So as someone who loves to go thrift shopping, this is a PSA. Check things like vintage anything, vintage furniture, vintage toys. It's not just paint. Check the metal. Any old clawfoot bathtub. Anything that's crystal, like real crystal that you can ding, that means it's like lead crystal, so don't drink anything from it. Don't touch it if you don't have to. Put it on a shelf, you know. Important things. I used to collect vintage teacups and always be drinking out of a teacup, but safe things to drink out of are clear glass usually, and like for cooking, usually stainless steel if it's not scratched is pretty good, bamboo, stuff like that. Lots of vintage plates. Oh, do you have a lot of vintage plates? So test them. Test them for lead and cadmium. Yeah, me too. I'm so glad our stuff wasn't in there already, because this paint was chipping. Like this paint it was like the dust is no good in that place, you know? Oh yeah, lots of vintage plates, you've noticed that. Exactly. And it's most important for things that you are going to be either like, you know, that come in contact with your mouth, although it can absorb through your skin. So even just touching things like old doorknobs, wash your hands if you touch an old doorknob. I'm being so boring now. I'm just like, here's what you do. But this is like mom mode, right? Old doorknobs, wash your hands if you like open an old doorknob. Things made in China, they don't have regulations there. So I've bought stuff like recently that are brand new that have tested positive for lead, like highly positive for lead. So here's something: if you have anything that's glass, if it has paint on it, and especially if it was made in China or something, test that paint. Yeah. Okay, so this was the week that we spent kind of fixing everything up in New Haven. And I didn't do any planning at all. I was just like in the hotel with Arthur. As you know, I took a break from streaming. I put my shop on vacation, everything. And we just focused on that problem. So I'm just gonna write on this. I'm gonna do like bubble letters here. It's so important though, you're totally living for this conversation. Okay, I'm so glad found my art. Yeah, it's really, really, really important. Trying to think what else to say. So 100, ooh, do you hear that train? I love the train. 100% of old clawfoot bathtubs are high in lead. Filter your water. Like, what else? It's something you might not really think about until like your kid tests positive for it, and then you're like, wait a second. VEN. Okay, good. I put this on the right. I was gonna do like a one letter on each, and then I was like, I didn't even think. I just started writing H, and I don't know if there's nothing. H-A-V-E. Wait, A-V-E-N. Yes. And it's funny that we're moving to New Haven, because it's like, oh, we're moving to a New Haven, you know? I don't know, that might sound silly, but to me, writing this means more than just where we're moving. It's like, oh, we're moving to a new home. I love trains. Ah, it's so cute. Arthur's been saying choo-choo, and he says chee-chee, like that. Chee-chee. But he does it in the same tone. He's like, tee-tee. Like, he likes to sound like it. It's so cute. Okay. Thanks. New Haven. So what color should these letters be? Let's choose washi tape to go with it. I kind of like the idea of this sort of like blue picnic, almost like a picnic tablecloth, you know, checkered. It's blue. It's hard to see with the camera. And maybe this yellow, or did we do a lot of yellow recently? No. Okay, we'll do yellow and blue for sunshine. And I can't forget this week we also We visited Lake George, which was so beautiful. Okay. We had a beautiful time there. Because these pictures are from that lake, and I'm going to put those in as well. Maybe like that. And then, oh, wait a second. I'm messing this up. This week we're in New Haven. This was the week we were in Lake George, which is where these pictures are from. So I should put these in this week, and I should cover this up with a picture. So ridiculous. Okay. It's tough when I skip a week to like remember, you know? Look at all these travel dates, always happening. Did I just lose the 4-leaf clover too? Did I like turn the page on the 4-leaf clover? I hope it didn't break. Wait, where is it? Oh no. Okay, I'm sure the 4-leaf clover will turn back up, right? I'm sure it will. I bet I like set it. I bet I set it to the side. Did anyone notice how I set that? You barely remember what I did yesterday. Totally. Because I'm thinking about Arthur. I know what it is. At Lake George, Arthur discovered his love of boats. It's his new obsession. He talked all about the boats. He was building boats. It was so cute. The fairies are bringing it to you. Oh my gosh. Well, Allison, I'll save some. I'll press them for when I see you next summer. I'll press some 4-leaf clovers for you. Or perhaps we'll go 4-leaf clover hunting and try to find them. That would be so great. Have you ever found one before? Sometimes I think people don't find them because they don't look. And yes, it's kind of like difficult odds. Like I've looked it up before, and I think it's like something like 1 in every 10,000 clovers is a 4-leaf clover. But the thing is, when you're looking at a clover patch, you see a lot, like hundreds if not thousands of clovers already. You know what I mean? So they're there. They're definitely there. You don't remember where I put it? Thanks for trying to remember, Rick. I love it. By the way, Rick, you are now invited to the subscriber tea party. I forgot to say this earlier. We do a subscriber celebration tea party on the 15th of every month. So probably around the morning ritual time. That is the plan. So it'll be September 15th. You found one time? Nice. Was it like surrounded around, was anything particularly magical happening in your life at that time? Or like, did you need a sort of sign for anything, you know? I wonder. I'm gonna put this one here. Or should I just put them down here? I don't know. Let's do it like that. I think that's cute. There. Okay, so there's like the week before last. And now this week, oh yeah, we're gonna do yellow and blue. So let's color in. Let's do this. Let's do a design on the inside of these. You're getting ready for a move. It was sad to leave your family, so it was a good thing that it was a good sign that it was the right thing to do. Beautiful. See, I feel like they come as signs. I feel that way also about bald eagles to me. But I think also things come to people differently, mean different things. I think that the universe speaks to you in your own symbols, you know? Squiggles. Now I'm all focused on drawing these squiggles. Oh, I found the clover. It was blending in with the tablecloth. There it is. I'll set it there. Oh, now I'm doing a sloppy job with the squiggles. I always do that. It's like at the end of the words. All right. Okay, and now I'm gonna quickly put in all of the washi tapes. I know it's like sort of a filler. It's like my way of filling up the week that I didn't do anything in, but I want a place to put the Polaroids, you know, and maybe it'll feel more full when we've got those in it as well. Yeah, we found it. We need it for this week. It's for you too. It's for moving for you too. That I hope it goes super smoothly and well. Oops. I hope you have help. I hope you're not doing it by yourself. We've done most of the moving, just kind of like us doing it, but we certainly have had help from people with places to stay. So that's been super, super helpful. But we've had to move our stuff around. Like I said, we stayed 8 different places this summer. It's wild. Your mom is renting a U-Haul to help you? Oh, good. That'll make things easier. Yeah, we have to rent a U-Haul too for part of it. We've got a lot of our stuff in a storage unit. Basically everything we need for like winter and next year. Things that we didn't like immediately need this summer. There's a piece of me that was like, hey, if we're putting something in storage, like, do we need it at all? But pretty much everything we stored, we gave thought to, and we're like, yes, yes. Okay. Ooh, and last week's quote is, the quieter you become, the more you are able to hear. Practice mindfulness in your conversations with others by making a point to listen without interrupting. I'm like sticking this in, trying to read this at the same time. If an idea comes to mind while they're speaking, write it down on a piece of paper and share it with them once they've completed their thought. Okay, I think this is a little ridiculous. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I remember this exact challenge from, I don't know if it was the planner from last year. KJ, if you're still here, let me know if you remember this one. But I just find this one so ridiculous because it's like, imagine you're like in a conversation with someone and you're mindfully, like, you're supposed to be mindfully listening according to this, and it's like, if an idea comes to you while you're listening, write it down and then share it with them when they're done. It's like, I don't know, it just seems like more disruptive and not very mindful to do that. I just think it's kind of a funny challenge. I mean, maybe it's like if you're listening to something and you're taking notes, sure. How long is the drive? A little less than 4 hours for us. And it sounds like for Found My Art, it's about an hour and a half, right? You love throwing things out when moving, to be honest. Yeah, like, I love simplifying, for sure. The writing it down seems a tad rude to me. I know, KJ, like, I'm like, what is this challenge? I remember from last year because I was like, no way. I like to try to journal or at least just, like, write something to remind me of each week's challenge. Obviously, we're looking at last week, and I didn't do it before. But to miss 1 week and to miss 1 week's challenge, that seems like a fine one to miss for me because it seems kind of silly. What I'm gonna write is listen and receive. Wait, does I come before E or not? I always mess up receive. Yeah, okay, it comes after received. See, I was about to do it wrong. Listen and receive. How's that? You feel like you can't listen while you write your own thoughts. I know, right? It's like literally telling you to be mindfully listening and present. And then it's like, but you know, if you've got something you want to say, just write it down while they're talking. Relocube. You wouldn't have to drive the U-Haul through the mountains. Oh, that sounds cool. Do they take it for you? When we meet for coffee, we'll furiously scribble notes while conversing mindfully. Yeah, it sounds funny. We could just test it out. We can make like a funny video of it and say, Passion Planner, like, is this what you mean? Like, what do you mean? Unless it's a weird English exception. Oh, for the I before E except after C. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so I'll remember that applies to receive because there's another word that I also mess up and it doesn't have that. Like it doesn't apply to that. Okay. So, we've got our blueberry picking pictures. And we've got our cabin that we got to at the end of the week. So I don't know, maybe I'll just put these all down here in a row or something. Maybe I'll put the cabin. The thing is, the cabin, it's just not going to happen. They're not going to be on the days that it happened because I think we got back to the cabin on like Friday or something. Oh, it could kind of work there. I don't know, but it doesn't really look good there. What if I did... I could just cover up that heart. And then I'll just do them down here. I'll put the heart here. This is not going to be the best week spread, you all. 2-person International Passion Ambassador Conference. Yeah, this is how it goes. We're taking your advice here, Passion Planner. So silly. And that's okay. We'll use up the rest of the summer stickers on this spread. And maybe I'm going to write here, stained cabin, because they stained the cabin while we were gone. It looks so good. But I didn't want to like be there with the fumes, you know, so it was perfect that we went to New Haven and like did all of our new stuff. You pack up the cube, then they pick it up and drive it. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. That sounds luxurious. Like, yes, please. Yes, please. There we go. And then I'll write here, Blueberry Farm. So you all, what does this week look like for you? Not this week, because this is in the past, but I guess you could tell me how that week went. It's so silly for leaving that whole week blank, but we had so much on our plate. Okay, I've got like multiple questions then. How was this week for you? Or how does this next week look? I know that obviously Found My Art and I are both moving. Is anyone else doing anything, any major shifts and changes? And then secondly, what do you do if you leave a planning page blank? Do you go back and like fill it in with memories or something? Or do you just let it be blank? Or do you fill it in as if you had filled it in before? You know what I mean? These are my questions. Okay, so let's go to our last summer. Ooh, look at this hourglass. It's definitely, I feel that like sense of waiting. Like when is it gonna happen? When are we actually gonna feel settled? I'm just gonna put fun stickers on each. endless summer. It got so hot in the middle of that trip, like it felt like endless summer, and now it feels like fall. You leave it blank as a testament of the headspace you were in at the time. Yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. I feel like too much would be left blank for me, especially this past summer or even year. Like this past year was so crazy. But I want to be able to like put in the Polaroids as memories. So even I feel like just doing this is fine. I'm not gonna like stress over it and say, oh, I should actually like try to write in my schedule, because I don't remember my schedule, you know? Okay, this is driving me crazy. You know when you like put washi tape on too tightly and it just, there we go. Okay, sunglasses. And lastly, a beach ball. And here I'm going to put some fruit. And I might actually add, this week's focus was safety, because we were getting the apartment safe to move into. So I'll write that down. And let's see, I might actually add some of these to the last week, some of these stickers, since we're using up our summer stickers here. SPF. Sometimes it's easier to put in the stickers after I've already like put in the Polaroids, because then I know where they can go. You guess it depends if you did something fun that week. Like if you went on vacation, you did something like the New Haven spread. Nice, yeah. It's funny because all of the stuff. So when we were in Lake George, it wasn't a vacation. It was for Lars's work. And since we've had to move so much, like the idea of going on a vacation sounds like no. Like all I want to do is just like be in a place with all of my stuff organized around me, and be able to just like be in my normal schedule, you know. That's all I want now. But yeah, for sure. I totally love also using these spreads for memory planning. It's like both. I like to plan ahead, and I also like to do memory planning. Okay, let's see. I might actually put this ball here and this orange. Wait, wasn't I actually going to put this? Yeah, I forgot about this. I was going to cover this up. Good things that happened. The cabin got stained. Okay, so now I just have to add that sticker there, and hopefully, maybe I'll move this one over. There we go. Okay. Sticker mania, right? Okay, so this is this next week's plan. This is last week's makeup spread. Catching up, right? This is the week before. We added some stickers, added the Polaroids, and next we're gonna, maybe next week, we'll fill out the reflection and fill out the September spread. But lastly, on this week for next week, I'm trying to think if there's anything to put on the to-do list, obviously besides packing up all of our stuff. We're gonna at least go to IKEA, even to just walk around because it's in New Haven, and take Arthur because I think he'd have a lot of fun. We are ordering some stuff online, so placing that order. And in terms of a work to-do list, I always, the Oracle card of the week is on here. I need to make a video. I need to get back into the swing of the actual schedule where I make a video every single week. So thinking about what that might be. I might make a video about lead, to be honest. Let me know if you think that would be too boring, but it feels like an important topic, so. Oh yes, and I'm sending out the tarot scopes this week as well. So that's for all Patreon and Ko-fi members who are level 2, which is also here. It's called the Constellation Club, and you get a monthly tarot scope. So I'm going to send those out this month. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this spread. You love IKEA? I know, it's gonna be so fun. For a long time, the only IKEA I'd been to is the one in Sweden, like the IKEA, because I've got family there. And in Oklahoma, I lived so far away from any other IKEA that was the only one I'd been to. We're gonna go there. Have you tried? They have, at least in Sweden they do. I assume that they do here too, but they've got vegan, those like IKEA meatballs, you know what I'm talking about, in the cafe. They've got like a vegan version. I love that they come with jelly. I just think that's so fun. Like, vegan meatballs and jelly, yes please. You think it'd be super informative? There was this trend on TikTok for a while of people finding things with lead in them. Oh, really? Wow, that would be like really informative. Ooh. You haven't tried those? Found my art. You must try them. You must, because they're really good. And you can buy them in a huge like frozen package from IKEA if you like them, but you can try them in the cafeteria. So I'm assuming that they have them in the States too, because like I said, I've had that in Sweden, but I'm pretty sure they have them in the States. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you gotta try them now. Okay, friends, we were pretty productive for the amount of time that we were live, like basically finishing up 3 spreads. That makes me so happy. And next week maybe we'll journal and do the monthly spread. But please stick around, let's go on a raid. I love finding someone to raid on Sundays. Ooh, so let's see who we find. It's always so cozy doing the crafting streams. So nice. Well, we certainly... I'm just gonna peek at Makers and Crafting because I want to see if there's anyone maybe doing planning stuff that I haven't met yet, you know? Just in case. Okay, I know who we're rating. I actually know this person from other... Oh, it's like giving me an ad right now. Okay, there we go. Good. I'm glad that it's on science. Okay. All right, you all. Please come along this raid because like I said, I've known this person in other chats and I want to give them a good raid. Mrs. Crafties. Let me make sure I'm spelling it right. Oh, you're going to take a nap, KJ. I'm so glad. Thank you, Carly. Thank you. Oh, I'm so glad you got some packing done. Found my art. I love that. Okay, let me double check I'm spelling the name right. Yeah, spelling your name right. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so thank you all so much for being here. This is so fun. I'm going to start actually regularly, once we're in our new place, doing the planner stream Saturdays, 10 a.m. on YouTube. That is the plan. So hopefully we get back into that normal schedule. But regardless, I'll probably come back and do some planning next week here on Sunday too. Unless I'm doing crafting projects for the new house, which we might. But doing some journaling maybe and doing the monthly spread. I feel like that could be next week for sure. Oh, wait. Allison needs a shout out too. Blah, blah, blah. There we go. And found my art. Thank you all so much for spending time with me. Oh, so here is the raid emotes. If you are a subscriber, if you'll copy that, we'll send that into the chat. And if you are message, if you're a follower, if you'll send this message. So we'll get both of those going. So go ahead and copy whichever Nightbot message works for you, and we'll get both of those going in chat. Thank you all so much. I will see you next time, and let's send a lot of love over to this other stationary streamer. Let's do it.